flow. Okay. Hold on. There we go. Now we're cruising, guys. Let me just get underneath some wires here. You might be asking, oh no, more wires? The answer is yes, more wires. Wires means progress. And even if it is slight progress, it's still progress. In the meantime, I did that with this foot pedal. I literally, look at that. Guys. Dude, and that's not all. That's not all. Okay, well, let's get the clay over here. I'm a little restricted, although not as much as I was yesterday, and I have more to show for that today as well. But we're just gonna get rated. Oh, okay. So that's not gonna work for me there. Well, that's we got the blue cord. We gotta love the blue cord. You know what would be interesting? I wonder if I can key out blue after in the post effect, so then the blue is keyed out as well. Anyway, I'm gonna get back into it here. So, man, I really don't like that though. It really needs to be behind my neck, or else this isn't gonna work. Sorry. You know, well, not sorry. I gotta stop saying sorry. I'm still working things out on how I'm gonna do this. Right now, my latest thing that I'm thinking about is potentially figuring out how to do this. Get a wireless HDMI for my head cam, which would be like, I think that's the way to go. I'm not even sure how it works, or if it gets even recognized by this head cam, right? And I might have to get a capture card instead of right now. What I'm using is this GoPro. Oh wait, hold on, guys. What am I thinking? I gotta get you guys. No? Wait, what does this one do? Oh, okay. Alright, so wait, what's the... Oh, wait, what? There should be a window thing. Oh well. Now I can key myself out with just a foot of a button. Just the press of a button, I should say. Or I can have my GoPro as the background. I really don't think this is that interesting though. But we'll keep it like this for a little bit. Look at this, guys. So much fun. Sorry, I keep looking over when I should just be looking at the clay. I think I'm just really pumped up for how this is working out. Right? And so what is this? The middle one gets rid of me. Okay. We'll do that. We'll make sure we, on some moments where, right, like right here. So, as you guys can see, I'm taking my thumbs and I'm pushing that in. Right? Now I'm taking this out here, right? And then I'm going to smooth that out. And you can see I'm just taking my finger and I'm just maybe that was a little bit too much. So whenever I do that and I go a little bit too much, I'm going to go back in and just make sure I get a nice little spiral there, right? And then slow the wheel head down, and then you guys know how this hand works, right? You guys know how this hand works. So, like from the exterior here, you can see that my thumb is creating this little lump as my other hand is sort of guiding this inward, right? And you can see like this hand is going like in, like that, right? It's going in. And so now I'm going to take my other hand, I'm going to go, as you can see over here, how much slack do I have? Oh, whoa, guys! It actually fits it the right side up for you. Well, that's kind of weird. I think maybe I should change that. But you can see I'm going to go here and I'm going to just slowly take that up. Right, there we go. Right. And then if you look on the inside, you still can't see, it's too dark. That's okay. And again, we're going to go down over to the side here. We're going to actually push some of that clay down. And then there it is from the front view. But if we turn it, you see I'm taking that side. I'm just bringing this all the way up. Right? And look at that, guys. Then we're in a pretty good spot here. Take my finger, curl that over. The background that I had for you guys initially was a, it's a little bit embarrassing, but, well, not embarrassing, it's just kind of silly. But it was a waterfall. There's so much going on right now. I feel like my brain is overwhelmed by all the stuff I have to manage now. We're going to go in the bottom here one more time, though. Look at that. Guys, that pole was just nutty. Okay. So from here, I mean, you guys know what's going to happen. I'm going to go down over here to the right. And here we go. We're going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, man, 1. That's okay. We missed it by just a smidge. And we tore it. Okay. But, and then we're going to go from the top here. Alright. And there you go. You can see how that looks there. Kind of liking it, right? Look at that. Nice. And then, I'm taking this here, going up underneath this. You can see it's creating that ledge there. I'm liking the spiral, though, that I have. It's pretty nice. Okay. There's that. We're going to take my hand, and I'm going to sneak it up underneath here. Oh. Oh, it's gonna rip. I gotta be careful. Where's my my wire tool? Oh no. I actually don't know where my wire tool is. It's gotta be around here somewhere. Let's see. What the fuck? Oh, it is right behind here. You guys see that hiding back there? We don't like that. That's not fun. Okay. I gotta get my shoe off. I'm not sure if I'm ready to get this thing dirty or not yet, this little pedal. As of now, no. So I'm gonna cut. Oh man, I took a chunk off of it. That's okay. Cut. 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 And we'll leave that one. I think since it ripped, it might look better. And then if you can see, I'm doing like the curls that I normally do here. Curl that up. Look at that. Nice. Looking fresh, looking fresh. And this is the one that ripped. And so we'll just sort of try to get this low. And maybe we just have it very subtle. Maybe we even just leave that. I kind of like that little rip that's happening there. And then I'm taking this here and I'm twisting up the side there. And I think this one needs to be spilt out a little bit, right? And then we might be able to sneak a little whop in there. Then curling this one up, right? This is just a normal one. I don't like how that fit on there though. So we're gonna curl it on itself there. Then I'm gonna rip. Oh, it's gonna rip. So let's go with that rip. And then we're gonna curl this in. So I get like almost like a little double rip. And then I curl this one up. Just like that. I think that looks kind of nice. I'm gonna go right up there on that. Nice. And that's what it looks like. I think it looks pretty good, right? I'm a fan of the vibe of this, you know. This is a piece of sponge. Okay, we don't want that on our... I don't know if you guys can see exactly where that landed. All right, hold on, other arm. All right. I literally flicked it and it hit that wear board. That's so funny. All right, so this is number one, pot number one. We're liking it, we're liking it. Maybe I'll do a green so you guys can just get an intimate thing with this, right? And so that's how it looks. I'm liking some of the spots, right? But I think the bottom, like, twist is really pretty on this pot. Okay, so I'm gonna slide this over there. We'll get another thing here, right? So we got another little dude. But today, guys, I had classes, my first round of classes. It's at the new place, so that's pretty cool. I have a group of 4 people, which is that's more than manageable, and it's kind of nice. Small classes I always felt are kind of the coolest because you're just with a small like group of people, and you're sort of all like you get to know each other a little bit more, and then you're not racing around and as much, and so you can do something. I think I'm gonna call it like floating. Right, like you can do a lot of floating when you are, let's get this. You can do a lot of floating when you're with a small group like that, right? And that's just where like I go to everybody and I'm just asking them, okay, like let's get on the wheel, let's see what you know, like let's see where your hands are placed, like let me show you some things. And I think everybody today, we all made some stuff. There's one woman, she's very like proficient. She's like a pretty good thrower, and she was so cool. She just wanted to learn how to make my ceramic flowers, right? She was like so determined on just that. We'll have the background on. And so I was like, interesting. I never had somebody just want to throw my objects, like, and me teach them exactly how to do it. There was a little bit ago where somebody on Instagram was asking me, hey Noah, can you show me how you make one of the forms that you're making? And so that was like my first time like somebody asking me to make a form. But this was my first time somebody taking a class because they wanted to learn how to make a form that I make, right? So, I mean, that's kind of cool. And she went right into it. She made them that day, and they were really good. I think she just needs to get used to the process, right? It took me a little bit to, figure out how I was going to do these things, but she got right into it, and she just wants me to teach her like new forms. And so that's kind of a cool, I think she's probably out of everybody that I've taught so far, she's probably the most advanced. And so it's going to be kind of an interesting time with her, I think, in that class. And then I had a group, or a gentleman who, he said it's been a long time since he's been on the wheel, and he has like the funniest laugh. When he laughs, it's so infectious, and so like when he'd start laughing about something I said, and you know me, like I'm talking about all sorts of crazy shit when I'm teaching. I'm like you got your bird of prey, and it's like sees a mouse on your wall, and it's like swooping up against the wall, and these people are probably like, Jesus, this guy's a weirdo, So I think I'm just like, I think it's a cool way to teach things, though, right? Because I'm very descriptive of things. I even used an old professor's analogy for an avocado, and so like at the time, like I was totally thinking what he said was cringe, but now I realize, though, you know what? It's actually not a bad way when you're teaching people about like throwing and stuff, and so that was a really cool little interaction that I've been having. And then let's see, we'll cut that off so you guys can see. But I kept telling him, I kept saying, man, right now you're Ferrari, bro. Like, you're going so fast. Like, we want like Honda CRV going to baseball practice. And he was laughing about the things I was saying, and so I think that's always a good thing. Like, when I'm teaching at these places, right, like, first I want these people to get comfortable, because like you're not going to make good work in a space where you don't feel like you can like make it, right? And I'm not so good as much as like making sure everybody's emotionally like ready for it. I think I'm more like good at making sure, people know that I'm okay with making mistakes. And so vicariously, I hope that they think that when they make mistakes, it's also like okay. He was like, I'm a little nervous that you're like sitting right in front of me. And I was just telling him, I used to like shake my right leg really badly, like when I'd be like in front of people. I don't even in my earlier videos, you can probably see that a lot of my times I was talking it felt so painful. And so I'm still like that, deep down, like I'm always like that. But before I used to really shake my leg bad, so I was telling them sometimes on my wheel I could never get a constant wheel speed because my leg was just shaking so bad. There we go. I've realized once I'm doing the spiral, it helps if I go down. Do you see how I'm like dipping out here? You can see how I'm like, I don't even know if that you guys can really see I wish it was the other way, to be honest. But maybe this will be good for like shorts online, like if it's sideways like this. But anyway, so do you see how it's like dipping down underneath here? And so that's really like that going up and then dipping down with my finger, then dipping down with my finger. It gets me in a better pattern. So if you're struggling with patterns, like making the patterns like even, I've learned that that's kind of like a hidden trick. But you also got to make sure you understand that sometimes special forms get shown to us through the through that sort of having them too close to each other, right? Or like one sticks out a lot longer, right? Like some things get emphasized through that. So don't like knock it off as something that's like always a bad thing, right? You guys, I wish I would have remembered. That's going to be a struggle for me, guys, is to remember to switch the angle. But I think it's kind of cool though. I think I need to change the exposure on these cameras a little bit too. I actually think when I edit it here, it's going to be like way better, right? But if I start live streaming, I'm going to have to do all the color and stuff, right? Before I even turn on my stream, rather than getting to fix it editing. So that's something to think about there. But here's the pot. I don't know if I would do green pants yet, though, guys. That's the only thing I think, like, yeah, I just don't think green pants would be cool. I feel like it's too cringe to get green pants. Unless I got, like, do you see how I'm wearing shorts and leggings? If I got leggings that were, like, just any color, and then I got green shorts, I think I would do green shorts. Right, and I walk around with a green shirt, green shorts, and then like weird leggings. I feel like I'd be game for something like that. But I don't think I'm game for, here, let me show you guys what I'm doing. Oh, I let it pass me. I don't think I'm game for like total just green pants. As you can see, my pants are covered in clay. I think I would totally just wipe my hands on my leggings instead. And you might be asking, well, how come you have to wipe them on you at all? And to that, I have the glorious answer saying that's just the way I do it, and I like it. I feel like I like the idea of getting dirty. I think it like puts you in a very humble mindset, right? Like you're not worried about the way you're looking, your perception, because you got shit to do, right? Like that's the mindset that I have, and so vicariously, if I get dirt on me, I don't mind, right? That's just part of the thing for me. People think I do drywall, or people think I pour concrete. Like I don't. It's whatever to me, right? Like I don't really care what you think I do, right? I'm just getting dirty. Sorry guys, I think my microphone cut out. I was just saying how I think, what was I just saying? How I think I gained like a raging confidence whenever I stopped caring like about what I was wearing. It just didn't matter to me anymore. And so I'm hoping that if you're ever struggling with your confidence, right, drowning yourself in wearing, like literally wearing what you do on your body is like, it makes you feel good, right? Like if somebody asks like, why are you so dirty, right? They're using it in such a pejorative way. You get to think to yourself, oh, I know what I was doing. And I'm proud I was like getting after it, right? And so I think sometimes there's like a prejudice towards like being dirty, right? Like if it's like you're being lazy about like your appearance, but I'm not being lazy. Am I being lazy about my appearance? I guess in that sense I'm being lazy about my appearance, but I'm not being lazy. You know, I'd rather somebody think I'm being lazy in my appearance. Well, actually, I really don't care what people think. I think I just feel better if somebody was to think I'm dirty, as long as I'm dirty because I know, like I was getting after it in the studio, right? I think that's kind of a... Okay, that's pretty good there. I'm feeling like really connected with the clay today. And this clay is, I went to a clay supply place, right? It's such wonderful people. I'm telling you, every time I go there, I just have like the most amazing interactions with these humans. I hope one day, like, you know, I can help them out in some way, or, you know, who knows, maybe they'll sponsor a video. That'd actually be so cool if somebody sponsored my videos like that. But, you know, I'm going to take things one at a time. Here we are. We're going to go back to the bottom here. I'm just pushing this side down just like that. Oh, it feels so good right now. Look at that. Fuck. There's fucking, oh my god, oh my god. Lightning shoots from my fingertips. If you know that reference, you're cool. It's if you don't know that reference, it's from fucking Better Call Saul. So funny, so funny. That'd be cool if I had a friend who would just like sit there and talk to me and like search up things in the background. Wow, I think that'd be pretty entertaining. Maybe I gotta ask one of my friends to do that. I'm so far off what I was talking about, but I can't even remember. Here we go. But I'm feeling good about these polls recently, guys. I'm feeling like I actually can replicate what I'm doing now. But it's just today, and with this clay, it's a little bit larger. But like I said, that's fine. We're going to see what it produces, yo. We're going to see what it produces. And you know, on this one, I'm going to actually go in again on the bottom here. And do you see how it's twisting over? I'm just kicking it to the side, kicking it to the side, kicking it to the side, kicking it to the side. And so I'm hoping maybe I'll get, I'm forcing a low twist, right? Like, you know how sometimes I'm not forcing any twist. I'm starting to force a twist, but I'm not choosing the location of it. Also, we're going to just, look at that. Look at that. Guys, I hope you guys can see the inside here too. Right? And so I force a lower twist, right? Because I wanted to lift this up, right? Like visually I'm lifting this pot up, right? Where it's lower, the roots, and it's condensing, and then it slowly opens back up into the pot. You know, there's something it feels inflated a little bit, like it's doing its thing. It's a little bit alive. And so that looks really great. That's the last pot too, guys. Holy cow. We flew by the time today. Dang. I'm liking the way that's looking. Look at that. Freaking spiral on the inside. Let's focus on the green here. Not focus on the green. Now I got the green. But it allows us to focus more on the pot. Sometimes I feel like if there's too much stuff going on in the background, it's a little bit too spicy. There's like very stimulated time there. But there we go. Well, I guess I didn't even do the bottom yet. So I'm going to cut this bottom part here. You can see I'm just going to go in. 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. Look at that, guys. Fucking crazy. Look at that. Oh, I actually really like the way that they're thick and they're going to be shallow. You know, I'll just make them all pretty uniform instead of getting too wild with them. And this is going to look beautiful down here. Oh, but this end is going to look a little bit whack. That's a little bit unfortunate. So I'm going to push, 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 and just look. Just looks like there's little question marks saying, hello, how you doing? What's up with you? There we go. I like when the pots, they almost feel like they're talking, right? Let's see if we can get it better. So we got that spiral in there, and then you can see like the question marks. Hey, how you doing? What's up, bro? You're talking to us a little bit there, right? But I'm gonna turn off, now we're at just a no background for a second. And I think that's everything for today, guys. You know, I'm feeling really good about like the pots. I'm feeling good about the recording stuff, right? We made a lot of progress. Now you guys can actually see, you know, 2 different views once I get that up there. I'll be able to do like random stuff. My first thoughts, what I'm thinking though, is like, man, if I had a buddy who would just like chill out with me while I did these videos, it would be really sick. You know, like I'd sit here and they'd like search up stuff on, you know, or not on Instagram, on like YouTube or just online, and I could talk about it. It could be almost like a little bit, I don't want to say podcast, I feel like that's a little bit cringe. But I mean, you know what I mean, like a podcast. Oh shit. I'm just throwing everything everywhere. Okay, set that down for a second. Now I gotta just make sure I don't rip the tape. Come on, get that over here. Sweet, okay. You know, I don't really have another bat, so maybe if I'll stack 2 of them there. I'll set this one here. Look at that. Nice. And then how much slack do I have? That's the only, like, if I can get this, like this, oh, this GoPro wireless, yo, we are cruising. I do like how wide of an angle the GoPro shoots. Like, that's something that's really awesome about it. Is you guys can really see a lot. Oh, is that gonna fall over? Holy shit. Well, if it does, I gotta fucking hurry up. No. Well, hey, come on. There we go. Okay. Squatting down. The viewer is looking at the viewed. Alright, maybe that's actually kind of cool. Hold on. Man, the mirrored stuff's really bothering me. Look at that. Sweet. Alright, guys. Thank you so much for watching here. I appreciate it. Oh, what the? I think I dropped something over here in the darkness. What's that?